Hello Shaper, hope you're doing fantastic today. In today's very stream, I want to show you not one but two spheres because yesterday I was unfortunately, I wasn't ill, but my throat wasn't in the best condition. So today I want to share with you not one but two spheres. The spheres are why I want to share in the first place two spheres because basically those talents are the same on the both spheres. However, the method of activations are different. So I want to share you both of them. All right. So without further ado, by the way, if you're curious what the heck I'm talking about, well, you can just go into my YouTube because there I have my own sphere DNA where you can just go in those spheres. As I said before, we have 22 spheres. Every human being can have has these 24 spheres are the same. However, of these spheres, you have different talents, and if you count every talent of human beings everyone has, there are 64 talents, and these 64 talents are going to this 22 or 44 spheres, and everyone can just have from 15 to 22 talents within the spheres, and those spheres or these talents are activated on each have an activation method. It can be from one, it's rather 1, 2, 3, 1 or 2 or 3 or 4 or 5 or 6 or 7 or 8. They're just in total 8 activation methods. Okay, so I just want to introduce the system really quick. And to jump into my YouTube channel pretty easily, you can just go into my own profile. There's my own website, click on it. There's a fifth link. On the fifth link, you click on it, you're on my website, voila. Or alternatively, you can just go onto my just go on YouTube and write down pogodora space DORA, and you are into my YouTube channel too. Why I want to have your YouTube? Because, well, I'm showing you this diagram in the first place. In the second place is I have a better sound quality with my mic here, and also a better video quality with a 4K webcam. I have. Yes, it's a Brio. It's the only webcam which is 4K right now on the market, and this is what I have. Okay, so it's currently 4K stream. All right, without further ado, let's jump in to the first sphere. The first sphere, and this is a conscious sphere. Again, we have subconscious sphere and conscious sphere. Now we are in the conscious sphere, and both spheres have the same name, which is life lessons. Life lessons, okay? And a sphere of life lessons has a talent, and the talent is warrior. In warrior, as every talent has a positive and negative side. So let's jump in with the negative side first. Well, the negative side is you have simple, or myself, because I'm talking about my own thing, when I have a lack of goal in life. When I don't have a goal in life. It's like a freaking samurai without a shogun who is leading you, okay? Or a landlord. Well, what will happen with those samurais? Well, those samurais will rage, pretty much. They will become sad, like myself. They will become, there will be sadness, there will be melancholy, there will be struggle, there will be of survival, as well as fear, rage against other people, or loss of passion, self-remorse, or anger, self-involvement into conflicts, in agitating people for arguments, or things like for their own fun. By the way, I have like fun because people argue because of me. Cool. I just make an issue breakout, or you are myself, or I tend to break relationships. So this is actually a life of sadness and struggle, if you just put everything together. And I can totally resonate towards it, especially from the previous school. Yeah, like previous school till the middle school. I was kind of raised in a Russian family. In Russia, it is like, hey, when you don't like this guy, just beat him up. But I don't say when I like this guy, when this guy is attacking you verbally or on something, just give him a fist in the nose and he will go away. Eventually, this is what I did. And in Germany, it is kind of bad to do so fun. You have to actually... Oh, you have actually to take to tell on people that those people have done something. Tell it to the teacher that someone has done something, stuff like that. And I hated it back then because it was a really bad habit in Russian culture. However, in German culture, it was pretty natural. And then I did the tricky trick, which is if someone is against me, try to fault me, I fight him back. And then I'm the first who will tell the teacher that he's fought me. And then he will get the punishment of myself plus the punishment of teacher. Problem solved. I know it's a pretty cruel thing. However, I have done it back in the days. Till the 8th grade, I believe. And yeah. And now I'm not doing it anymore for sure because I've learned from it. And now this is the negative side. Let's go to the positive, not the negative side. This is the dark side. Now let's go to the bright side. The bright side of this talent is mastering your talents brings strong passion into overcoming obstacles and ignoring provocations, especially yes. And that was for me too. When I was mastering my talents, especially going to Taekwondo, when I have the red black belt, and then I had also talents like music. I played in concerts on piano, on guitar, and also violin back in the days. And I was mastering those talents, and this has me overcome. I was into those talents. I wasn't into going into the obstacles to fight someone. Just this provocation wasn't relevant for myself anymore. I just thought if someone say the F word to me, I'll say thank you. And then you say can't say nothing, because normally people will argue about those words. However, if you say thank you, people are really just they're just standing there, and then you can just pass by because their brain is just overheated. When you know what I mean. Okay. And in a state of love and trust, I realized that the only way to fight is for commonwealth. Is for fight for people, fight for the society, to have a better society, because I believe the whole education thing, which is going out right now in our world, is just BS, because it is just ruining people's life. Simple. And thank you for watching Tia Superwhat. Tay Superwood in YouTube and Facebook, I mean, and for the 2 people on YouTube too. I cannot see your names right now, by the way. I do apologize. I don't know. I have to figure out how to see it later on. And what is actually happening is, well, I'm ignoring these provocations. I realize when I'm in this state of I have to fight for the commonwealth, for the people, not just people around me, but all people. I mean, people around the world. It gets better. And how to get better? I mean, of course, you can go and spend money and go like, hey, I want to support 1 or 2 organizations. However, those things are money is a short-term. Yeah, it's a short-term solution for a long-term problem. Okay, and short-term solutions are not always good. They might be efficient once or twice, but not every single time, because those money don't bring. You can invest in some countries, of course, and they may grow, but you can invest in some countries and they don't grow at all. Because they just say, okay, I get some money next month again. I don't have to do anything. Okay? And that's kind of mindset we had back then in the USSR and in Russia, where people said, okay, I get the same salary every single month. Why should I work? And this is exactly what happened if you do sometimes this kind of money thing. And instead of, what I'm doing is I try to pick up people and give them the mindset so they can pick up themselves. And this is even more efficient because nobody can help you if you don't want to help yourself. If you want to help yourself, then you have to change your mind. How to change your mind? You can do it through books or go through courses or listen to what I'm talking about. Simple as that. Or some other people. And I have an error on YouTube. I don't know why. Okay, I do one more time. I have an error on YouTube. Why do I have an error? Okay. YouTube, hello. What the frick? I have to restart YouTube really quick. The YouTube stream is kind of off. I don't know why. But it is now. I have to do it one more time. But no props. Streaming again. And now we have... Okay, I'm back. I'm back on YouTube. Okay, awesome. I just apologize for YouTube people who are watching me. Okay, I'm back on YouTube too. Awesome. So, what I should do actually is to be in a state of love and trust. And when I'm in a state of love and trust, I'm fighting for a common worth. Okay, we can make it tick. And then I can use this energy of this kind of confidence to in this fighting spirit for commonwealth, for something good, is to help people to free themselves from influence, from limiting influence, which comes from propaganda and compromises. In compromises, I can take a lot of it because, well, especially in Asian families, I know, like, you have to compromise a lot. Because I would say, hey, you're Asian, okay, you have to become a lawyer, or when you're a girl, you have to be married with a lawyer, or something like that. Really bullshit, which is just telling you from your parents. And those compromises, you say, yes, okay, then you compromise. And when you compromise, you are not any longer in a true relationship with yourself. You're putting yourself a mask on, which is actually not yourself. And those masks can... Some people who are mentally strong, they can kind of live with these masks, sometimes even forever. People who are not strong with these masks, which are put them on purpose and really with forceful putting on this mask on someone, you have become a lawyer or something like that. AKA Asian families do it a lot. And not just in Asian, but in Russian and also in other families too. So, but Asian families really is the biggest example because this is really harsh. It's just really harsh there. And those kind of masks are just sticking there. And when, well, people who cannot bear these masks, especially in countries like Japan or Korea, people are committing suicide, or people having mental diseases like social anxiety and so on. You name it. And those kind of things are those compromises that I am capable of freeing people by being in this kind of state. And this kind of state brings resilience towards myself and the people around me who want to watch my stuff, who are engaging with myself or talking with myself, picking up my brain and so on. Okay? Awesome. Now we got the talent. Let's go to the method. And thank you for watching. Makiko-san, okay, the method is openness. Being freaking open. What does it mean, being open? Well, let's go first of all to the dark side of openness, because everyone just talks open. Yeah, you have just to be open-minded or something open. Yeah, cool. No, it doesn't go into the depths. It's really just on the surface. Let's go more into the depths. The depths of openness, of the method of being open, or openness, is, well, the dark side is waiting for speculative opportunities. You speculate that, okay, there might be an opportunity somewhere in the future and I will grasp it. And you'll definitely grasp it. You're even ready to put this, or myself, I'm even ready, because I'm talking about my skills, right? I'm even ready to take this opportunity and change everything. Change my own attitude, change the laws, change the terms, everything. Just to grasp this freaking opportunity. Everything or nothing, you know? However, because this opportunity is just speculative, you just speculate it, you just imagine it, somewhere there, it is flying around, what happens is, on the flip side, the tendency is to sacrifice those opportunities which are already flying around you. And people are always complaining, like, I don't have any opportunities. You have opportunities, you just don't see it. Everyone has the same opportunities. However, you don't see it because you focus on a different thing. As I talked back in the days, we have like 200 things of informations flying around us. Not 200, 2 million. And 2 million? 2 million. 2 million informations are flying around us every single moment, every single second. However, our brain perceives just 134 of it. And this is just, if you go into the, how many percentage is it? It's 0.003366%. It is less than 1% that we are perceived of the whole cake, of the information which are flying around us. And based on which part of cake we are taking part of, or we are focused on, these are our opportunities, okay? For example, you go with a real estate agent, like you go through New York City, and what will happen is this real estate agent will see just opportunities. Hey, that's a cool real estate. This is a cool real estate. I can buy this. I can buy that. He just will see anything, just opportunities. However, if you are not into real estate, you just say, hey, you just make this kind of, hey, I don't understand where you get the opportunities. You get just a question mark around your hat if you go into the comic books, you know, like question marks, you know what I mean? Okay, awesome. Okay, and this is exactly what happened. And here, it's exactly the thing. It will be cool to have the thing, but you're not focused on the thing that are around you, or myself. I'm not focused on the thing that are around me by being just in this building the castles in the sky, like this opportunity that will be cool to have, and being ready to go for it. However, not realizing those opportunities flying around me already. And this is exactly what is the biggest pitfall for this skill of openness, for the method of openness. So let's go to the bright side of openness. Now it's a little bit, provide altruistic value to those, to the society by exposing your talents to them. Pretty easy. You have to provide value which is not just benefiting yourself, not just benefiting people around you, but benefiting more people on a large scale, maybe the whole world. This kind of value I should provide in massive things, aka Gary Vaynerchuk is doing it all the time since internet has started. And you know, he has been an investor into Twitter and so on, and now he has his 200 million company, Venus Media, Vayner Media, and so on. But he will be even more because, you know, he is often swearing around, using the F word and so on. So yeah. So this kind of value I should provide, altruistic value. In the first place, second place, honesty with yourself, with myself. I have to be honest with myself in my own attitude to keeping up the harmony in the environment. It's also crucial. I have to be honest with myself especially my own attitude. How is my attitude right now? And be honest with it. Not just, okay, my attitude is so and copy someone else. No, be yourself. Put off your mask. This is what I have to tell to myself every single time, because there's so many masks around here, and some people, okay, cool, it's a cool mask, I put it on, yeah, it's cool, and then you do like, you know, the mask, Jim Carrey. Ooh, no, I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. However, this is what happened. You become a totally different person when you put on the mask, like the mask with Jim Carrey. Yeah. Used to watch all the time back in the days though. And then I will attract people who will benefit from this kind of attitude, who will benefit from my kind of skills. What I should do though is to keep up the warm relationships and share the value around it. So this is a conscious skill. This is what the conscious one. Let's go to the subconscious one. Well, the subconscious one is a method of the subconscious one is a method expression, because actually the subconscious sphere, everything is the same. However, what is different? What is the same? I mean, it's the subconscious sphere, okay? The sphere names is life lessons, and the talent is warrior. I have already introduced you what the warrior is all about. So I just want to tell you what it's all about method. And let's jump in straight into the negative sides of method, or let me say the negative, but the dark sides, because they're negative and positive, they're just dark and bright sides, and the dark sides are just the reminder you are on the dark side. Maybe you should go to the bright side, then everything will happen how you want to happen. And this is just the awareness. This is just a thing of awareness and not of, say, the things that are dark, not bright, they are bad. No, they are no way they are bad. They are just reminders to, dude, you are maybe on the wrong side. You have to go to another side, and then everything will be fine. Thank you for watching, Oyama-san. I really appreciate it. Okay, so let's jump into the dark side, into the Sith side, if you're into Star Wars. Okay. So the tendency to fury when someone tries to change you or your opinion. Yes, yes, and yes. Yes. I had back in the days when someone tries to say, you have to think this way, you have to do this way, and someone tries to change myself really with this kind of pressure, then I try to be really furious though. I'd be in full rage, like freaking Super Saiyan, like, wah, don't! And sometimes I can be also a little bit too much and become also more violational, when you know what I mean. And when this happens, on the flip side, I mean, I can be furious. On the flip side, I try to isolate myself from everything. Not isolate. I try to close out everything. Just get saying, no, I don't want to have contact like this content, and just kill all the content that I have. Just say everything or nothing, you know? And then I just say sayonara to all the contacts, like bye, and then just be there. And when I free myself in this kind of way, the problem is I do also cut all those contacts who really appreciate myself, who really like myself, who really love myself, who really try to, who really appreciate my talents that I give them to them, just being around myself, or these values that I provide. And this is the biggest problem. Now let's go to the bright side. If you're in a Star Wars trilogy, this is Star Wars thing. Let's go to the Jedis. Okay, let's go to the Jedis. Jedis all the cool. I like Jedis more than Sith, by the way. Especially Yoda, best man ever. Okay, or Jar Jar Binks. Okay, let's go. So the bright side is have faith in the process you are working on. So I have a process that I'm working on. I have to be faithful. I have to believe that it works out. I have to be into this process. Okay, not into the goal, but into the process. It's the biggest thing. Most people are focused on goals, and sometimes they don't reach it. However, if you focus on process, it is easier, because when you enjoy the process, then you will also enjoy the goal. However, if you don't enjoy the process, you don't enjoy the goal at all. Even you want to enjoy the goal, you don't enjoy it. It's just psychology. Okay, pretty easy. So instead of cutting off everything, you just isolate yourself from time to time. Or myself, I have to isolate myself from time to time. This kind of solitude is really essential for myself. I have to be in solitude. I have to be alone. And believe me, a lot back then. And okay, let's read further, and then I can tell you the story. And that will enhance, during the solitude, it will enhance my own self-love and my own self-acceptance. That I accept myself, I love myself during the times of solitude, of being alone. In this state, I can express my talents brightful, so it will appreciate, will attract it. Will be attracted. Okay? So this is the thing. And the short story is, back in the days, when I was alone, everyone says, hey, something wrong with you, something wrong with you, wrong, but nothing wrong with it. Okay? So long story short, this is the thing that I just want to tell you. I hope you have an awesome day. Comment, spots, loans, number of finger picked up so far. And as always, do not like to step super now. Just my message shout out to TS, Super One, Makiko, and Oyama-san. Thank you for watching. Have an awesome day. As always, do not like to step super now. See you tomorrow.